Going into Tampa, did you realize how good you are? Did you expect to be top three and challenge for a title?
I expected to be top five, and me being realistic with myself, I was expecting at least top five.
Get a good look. And then, Carter, I tell you when to stop. Stop.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now let's. I'm not even saying compare this to the other guys because no doubt he has the best double biceps in this lineup, right?
Hey,
So,
Joe.
Joe, there you go.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Yeah, you look just as big and on fucking screen, man. God damn.
The camera's real close. An illusion, dog. Illusion.
This dude's a monster. Did you see him in person?
Yeah. So,
Milo saw me when I was 185 pounds. He just didn't
Yeah,
know he
that
saw
that,
me.
that I remember.
Wow.
185 pounds before was that were you a natural?
So yeah, I actually just posted a picture of this is a little after I started going into Fit Nation, which was the gym that Milos used to train at. I
Mhm.
walked into Fit Nation in my natural off season in 2020, and I started getting ready for my first show as a natural athlete. So I walked into Fit Nation about 210 pounds, and I competed at 187 was my stage weight for that show.
And what
Wow.
were you
But
here? What were you in Texas?
the morning of the show, I was 247,
Wow.
How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". Yeah, so you're not really short.
I'm not
It's
short, but I'm not tall. I'm like
yeah, yeah, you're
that
like me.
borderline
Yeah.
line. I can be with most women and not be embarrassed about it, you know?
Yeah. I I was it the same. I said I'm not the tallest guy, but I'm not the shorty. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
5'9", 5'8", now I'm 5'8", probably.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a
listen,
short king.
yeah, but listen, man, I first I want to say I'm sorry for not really knowing who you were before I saw you in Tampa.
Oh, it's
I,
all good.
yeah, see, I sometimes I can't keep up with everybody. It's not that easy, So, but I was so impressed when I saw you on this. I was like, who is that guy?
Mm.
Then I found out that these guys know who you are, and I was like, okay, so, I think, and I guess that's exactly what happened when you showed up in Tampa. You know, you put your name out there. You basically said, "Here I am," and you might not see me today the way I wanted you to see me, but I know next week you will, and that's exactly what happened.
Mhm.
There's no denying when I know when you if you go to Texas, there's no denying you, and I think it was much closer between you and Jordan than the scorecard will say. I mean, yeah, he was clearly the winner, but I think there was more of a competition towards the end of prejudging between you and Jordan than between you and Quentin.
I truly felt because towards the end, they actually moved Jordan out.
Mhm.
And even though the scorecard showed what it showed, I think that was actually a little glimpse of me pushing Jordan.
Yeah.
And that to me solidified, okay, the next time I stand next to Jordan, they're going to see us from the beginning. And it's going to be a better battle, in my opinion, because I'll have more time to be compared next to him.
Mhm.
Um, and I'll be improved. I think I have a really high ceiling right now because I started kind of late in this. And I've just taken time in between shows. That's why I haven't stepped on stage very many times because I truly believed in building foundation over anything. And yeah, man, I feel like I got a real shot at Texas to really be seen because I was known going into that one, right? And I made sure to try to improve in that week as well, so that I had a chance to actually win the damn show once I was seen. So I do believe that the scorecard didn't match what was shown, especially because of that ending that they did with me.
Mhm.
But going into Tampa, did you realize how good you are? Did you expect to be top three and challenge for a title?
I expected to be top five, and me being realistic with myself, I was expecting at least top five.
Yeah, because the last show you did in California was you were like 15th or something, right?
Yeah, so I learned real quick that if you aren't to that level of conditioning that they want to see in the pro league, they're not even going to give you a chance. And it is what it is. I didn't do anything to keep me from being that conditioned as far as like I didn't not listen to my coach and stuff. It was more so from USA's to the Cal. It was a 9 month difference. I stepped off stage at USA's, competed the Cal 9 months later. So I had a 5 month off season and a 4 month prep. And I put on 19 pounds of stage weight in that time frame. And Justin didn't want me to lose any of that new tissue trying to push conditioning. So
Mm.
he decided, hey, let's bring you in fuller, and we're gonna try to bring our best that way. But you know, wherever it falls, it falls. And then the following year, we're gonna be at that pro level size to where we don't have to worry about losing any size, and we'll be able to push conditioning as far as possible, and you will be seen. And that's exactly what happened. So it was just a game plan behind all of it. I like to call that kind of like a sacrificial show, just because I was still trying to get to that size that needed to be competitive. And because I don't have the best shape, I needed to be somewhat of a size guy. And so going into a rebound after the Cal, getting the most out of that, and then just worrying about pretty much maturing the muscle, letting it sit as long as I could, which is why we chose Tampa from the Cal, because it was 14 months in between shows. There's a game plan, literally for a full year. I didn't plan on getting bigger, to be honest. I didn't try to. It just happened. Just because I mean, I think we all train hard at this level. And yeah, I was the same exact stage weight at both shows, just way more conditioned. But me and Justin both think we put on at least 10 pounds of stage weight, just a different, it was way, way leaner than I did at the Cal.
It looks like it. Jose, what do you see in Joe?
I see mass, lots of size. I got to meet him in person, and I was blown away at how big he was. He's a big guy, like a Nick Walker big,
You know who he reminds me of? When I see Joe, who do I think of?
Jay Cutler.
Cutler.
wide.
Jay Cutler with a little bit of wider waist, but all that size is okay. He's got that width. You
Yeah.
have the shoulder width. Now, all you need to do, this is just my opinion. Don't take this as a critique because this is just my opinion. If I was you, what would I try to do? I would try to bring that sweep out just a little bit more to create more of an illusion, and then it's over with.
Mhm. That's the whole goal. Everything's based around bringing these legs up this
That's
off
right.
season,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing. I talked about how I've taken time in between shows to make the progress necessary, and being at new muscle tissue, I'm trying to add in that specific area where we're actually planning on repeating Tampa and Texas again next year with that added tissue.
So you shut
So
it down for this year?
yeah, we shut it down. I don't have a passport for anybody that asks. I don't have a passport, so
Why would you
there's no
not get a,
Euroship. I
why
never
would,
needed one.
Hey, you need
why
one
would
now.
you
You
not
know,
get one now?
because I planned on winning. I didn't plan on
But
losing either of
still,
those
Hey,
but,
shows.
but still, as an IFBB pro, especially as one that's winning pro shows, you're going to have to travel. You're going to have to you're going to have to get out there for people to see you in person.
I, I didn't want to compete overseas until I won a show here. And it was not because I think the level of competition is way better here. It's just a me thing. I want to win here before I go anywhere else. So I didn't see the need to get one because I didn't plan on going anywhere till after I won one here.
So you're still not going to get a passport for next year?
I'm going to after everything. I
Okay.
am. I already talked to Justin about it. But I still plan on winning one here.
Yeah,
Like
but still, you get a
just to have
passport.
it, just to have it.
Get a passport because there's a lot of shows that you can where you can like Dubai Pro. I mean, this is good prize money. It's out there.
Yeah. Well,
A lot of opportunities.
now that I know where I'm falling and in line with everybody, and that I'm very competitive at this point. My mindset's a little different,
Uh,
so I see myself having a good future in the sport now because I've proved it to myself.
mhm.
So yeah, I'm definitely more. Like I said, I stepped off stage. It's too late now, but for next year, I already told Justin we're working towards getting me a passport like really soon.
Jose Milos, wasn't traveling abroad the best part of being a professional bodybuilder?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you have a ton of opportunities for appearances and
Yeah,
You need a passport.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised if you go, let's say FIBO, for example, the FIBO. You'd be surprised how many people that don't even speak your language know you
Yeah.
Yeah.
and would stand in line to shake your hand and take a picture. You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, even on Instagram, I'll have some people like, "Oh, over from Sweden, we
Yeah.
wish you the best."
India, everywhere. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. They're watching,
Hmm.
and it's
Yeah.
easier to create a fan base now because of social media. Back then, unless you look at the magazines, you wouldn't know who these guys are,
Yeah.
Or take advantage, man. How old are you now?
31.
So you're still young, man. Take advantage, man. Get out there. You married?
Yes, with my wife, she was at the show, and that was
Perfect.
obviously I held my baby up. She's the one giving me the
Perfect. Yeah,
baby.
oh, yeah, right, right, right. But perfect. Take your wife with you. This is one half of the vacation is already paid for.
Well, yeah, we were already
Right.
talking about whether I compete there or just go there. We want to go to FIBO. I've always wanted to go to FIBO.
You have to.
So we were everything after the show. We sat down. We talked about like competition plans, traveling plans. Like even this year, I'm gonna be traveling, across country here, quite a bit just to show face, like network with the right people, go to
Mm.
different gyms, film content. Especially why my name's known now. So I'm excited for this upcoming year. You guys will be seeing me a lot more around.
Where
See,
you live, Joe?
And LA, California, Los Angeles, California.
You train at Gold's?
I haven't trained there in years. That's it. So right now I've been training. So Milos knows in Norwalk, a gym called Fit Nation. I don't know if you guys have ever heard or been to Fit Nation. I know Fuad's been there before and stuff.
That Dave
Um,
Fisher, Jim?
well that
That Dave Fisher?
no, no, no,
no,
no.
no, that's Powerhouse.
The
Is
powerhouse.
Fit Nation the one with the yellow equipment?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I think Milos trained there for a long
I
time.
love it.
Yeah, that's the gym that pretty
Hardcore.
much gave me the knowledge that I have, and I became pro out of that gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go to it's a newer gym called Raw Iron Gym. It's in Irvine. I've gone to Metroflex, the one that was in Long Beach out here that they moved to Hawaiian Gardens. I'm all over the place here, but I don't really drive to Venice just because it's like overly crowded and stuff, and there's just too many things going on there.
Hmm.
And yeah, yeah, you know,
I mean, Venice is not what it used to be, so I wouldn't want to train
no.
there, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when Gasp came down to visit and stuff, like even they didn't train there. They didn't want to go train there. They want to try other gyms out here for the same reason.
Yeah,
It isn't what it used to be,
yeah.
So
and they
did
don't
you?
even let pros in for free.
They
They
don't.
charge
They,
no,
they won't.
they won't. No,
Yeah.
Did you get off your diet already, or you're still? Yeah.
no. So after the show, I do the typical dinner with my family. I'll do breakfast and like two bodybuilding meals on Sunday with dinner, and then I go right back on plan. And I don't do any cheat meals during the rebound at all until once we actually come off the cycle and the rebound is over. Then I'll allow myself two cheat meals a week. But I stay on. It's like I'm on prep right now, just with more food, and that's where I've made the most progress.
So you think you need a whole year, for the next Tampa in Chicago, or you can squeak into some earlier shows because you seem to be the guy that keeps in shape. You're in a striking distance. You're not like off season.
Um, we actually talked about this literally like 2 days ago, and Justin's response was when it comes to Joe, just like I actually put on some size pretty quick. So he's gonna go based on what I'm looking like by about, I think he said February,
Hmm.
So there's
and
the
go
offer
from
in
there.
March with good prize money, man.
That's exactly what he said. He thought about me doing. He's like, I didn't bring it up to you, but in that little podcast we're all in, he brought it up there, and he thought about that too. It's just I would have to actually be invited once I apply, and I don't know if I'd be a name that they'd want to pull depending on who else they have going into that show.
I would put my name in there right
Yeah,
now,
put your name there.
right now while it's still hot.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Just let them know right now that you would be up for competing at the honor next year. Let them know now, so that way you're already on paper.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You know?
I
you're
mean,
every
shit.
bodybuilder's bodybuilder, everybody respects you. I mean, what you brought on these two shows, I mean, everybody was freaking out. Your back shots, I mean, Dennis claims that you have a best back double biceps in
Yeah. Hey,
business.
Jose, am I far off?
No,
You're not far off.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's very
So,
competitive.
because you said it smiling, Milos.
I mean, because to be the
Yeah.
best back double biceps, or I don't know, the
Okay.
best
So
He
okay.
seems
So
like a smiley
all
guy.
right. Let's
top
let's
three.
let's discuss this. Carter, do me a favor. Pull up the prejudging from the Texas Pro, please. Yes. All right. Now get a good look. And then, Carter, I tell you when to stop. Stop.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now let's. I'm not even saying compare this to the other guys because no doubt he has the best double biceps in this lineup, right?
In this lineup, yeah, for sure.
So now, who has a better back double biceps in the open category at the moment?
Okay, Nick and Derek
Okay.
and Samson. So I tell you why. Derek has a way more pronounced V taper. Like his lats are wide into it, right? They still look for a V taper. And has striated glutes and very comparable legs. Uh, okay. Nick
Very
Walk,
very comparable legs.
yeah. From a back, yeah, very comparable legs. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again
Okay,
because
Jose,
it's
what say
look,
you, my brother?
look. Okay, before Jose said it's
I don't
Joe's.
even think this is his best pose right now. I think he hit the shots a couple of times better than he hits it right there, to be honest.
I mean, this is spectacular. I'm just thinking that Derek's back double biceps is off the chart. It's like your heart stopped, your breath is taken away. Like holy shit, that's
But you're talking
and
about,
Nick Walker. And
yeah,
I'm
I mean, they have the best backs in the world right now, but I think that Joe is up there,
yeah, he's coming, but not.
right there with him.
You put him number one. So even though Joe is here, I have to say you still need to eat some, chicken breasts, to get those guys off. But it's on the way.
Joe, don't,
Yeah,
Milos is not
Jose.
always right. Milos is not always right. Don't think because he said it, that's the way it is.
Joe's
It's like,
hardness is harder than Derek.
His
The
thick,
hardness in the back.
the thickness. And Carter, go another second and see what happens.
Hold on a second. Jose, who do you give that pose? Derek or Joe?
Well, yeah, Derek's a Mr. Olympia,
No,
but
don't give
Joe's
me that to that. No, Mr. Olympia, all this stuff. Pose. You don't know the body. You don't know who it is. You don't see the face.
You know,
Just
at the end of the day, we need to get them next to each other and really see.
yeah.
We
That's
need
why you got to get it on the Arnold stage.
it's
yeah,
yeah.
there you
super
go.
competitive. And listen. I think that Joe has a killer back shots and killer side shots.
I
Yeah.
would give I would give one fucking leg to have a back like Joe.
Let's see the lat spread.
I swear to God, I would have gave a
Okay.
leg for that.
And for Nick, I think Nick would beat him because of crazy arms. Because you're saying from a heel to
I think Nick has a better back than Nick's back double back. I'm not talking about the flaring lats. I'm talking about the overall pose. I think Nick's
density.
back double biceps was better in Pittsburgh than Derek's. And I'm stand by that. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah.
Overall, his proportions were better, his density was better. What Derek had on Nick was that flaring fucking lats.
Yeah.
And if you judge your back double biceps on how much the lats flare, then of course Derek is unbeatable.
Yeah, because his waist is so tiny.
Yeah, that's just from the back though.
Yeah.
But Nick's
Yeah.
proportions
So,
from
Joe, don't take this against me. I love your physique and love your improvements, and I see you as a top contender, super, super soon. And I'm gonna say this: when I look at your Instagram, okay, there was a moments that's like, God damn. I mean, legs need a little bit to come up, and then I see the other footage, like, oh, legs are up, and then sometimes I felt like even your chest is kind of flattish, and then you
Huh?
come to your chest and
What?
exploding. Serious.
Now he needs a new prescription.
If you say his, if his chest is flat, then my
No,
ankle is
listen.
flat too.
But some of the pictures on his Instagram, I thought so. And then when I saw him on the stage, like chest exploding full, huge. But I promise you, look at his Instagram and you're going to find the pictures. Maybe it was like low carb day and shit.
Okay, let's go on his Instagram, Carter. Let's go check his Instagram.
Yeah.
We're going to debunk Milos right now.
Nothing's flat on this guy.
Look at that one on the left where he has a comparison from before and after.
That's crazy. How long was that?
5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was 2020 on the left. That's when I was prepping for my first show.
Men's physique.
On the left.
No, I did open.
On the left,
Just must have.
you were prepping for the
I took second that show. That
Looked
was
like
cool.
Magic Mike on the left.
Yeah, for real. That streamlined waist.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
What's the heaviest you got up to?
300, like in the morning, 302.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, Carla, let's go back to his page. I want to see what else we got on there. Milos, which one are you talking about?
Yeah, you're gonna go down somewhere.
Okay,
I
go to
it.
that double biceps right there, the back double biceps. Click on that. Oh, that's a bit. Oh, yeah, look at it on that. Come on now. What are you, Milo?
That's a great
That's a
shot.
Get a
Photoshop.
good look at his back.
That's a Photoshop.
Now,
Thank you.
now, please understand why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, listen, crazy. I mean, to put him in the top 3.
In that video before, he didn't hit it the way he hits it there. So you have to get him at the right spot. His lats flare tremendously too.
Okay.
And he has overall his bottom just as massive as his back. I mean, for me, this is killer for me.
That's impressive.
I'm not saying this because he's here. I said this last week and 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did. You did.
No,
I think
honestly,
he was
I'm pretty
leaning
impressed
back too much in the video.
Yeah. The video with the angle was not great. This is a great shot, man.
Okay, go for more pictures. Go for more. I want to find one flat chest picture.
Yeah, look, Carter, look for one with a flat chest. We'll probably be scrolling it for weeks.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what I was watching.
All right,
but
look at that. Look at that. The one in the middle right now. Look at that. Flat as fuck, this chest. Look.
Which one?
That's a video, but
That's a video. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
It's just not even flat in the double biceps.
Hey, I say he has a crazy chest. I saw that.
Look. This is where the chest like to flatten out in the lat spread, right? No. He's impressive, man. And I feel bad because I didn't know who he was 2-3 weeks ago.
I didn't either. And that Austrian Powers guy reached out to me and
Really?
yeah, he was like, "This guy's gonna be big name. You guys didn't even mention him." I'm like, I don't know who he is.
Who do we have? Carter, go back just a little. Like right here. Who do we have where the lats go all the way down right now? Who has lats thick all the way down to the damn trunks?
Guy Green.
That was the last one. We don't have him right now. So who
I
do we
think
have now?
right now the only one I think is Bonac that has a back like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Exceptional. Joe, you have an incredible future, and you're going to be fan favorite. And I
Thank
think
you.
if you enter like a FIBO show, I mean, if you don't get invited for Arnold, but you will be favored in
thanks, Carter. Appreciate it.
Arnold too.
They'd love you in New York, Joe.
Oh yeah.
New
Yeah,
York
that's
loves
another
the
show.
freaks.
They love
That's
him in
another show.
any stage.
We talked about doing that one too. If we wanted to go a little earlier, was New York.
I think what you want to do for next year is try to qualify early.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get an early qualification. Like if you get a chance to compete at the Arnold, you definitely want to be on that stage.
Oh yeah.
And then you can go on and do the Boston, which is like what, a couple of weeks probably later. And then part of the reason also, and Justin was he
he was telling me that he was a little like worried, say we wouldn't have qualified or we didn't qualify right, and then we did do the Europe shows and stuff. Um, that by the time I actually got to the Olympia, having to try to hold that conditioning and not have much time to be fed up and stuff, that my look may have been hurt by the time I stepped on the Olympia stage because that would have been a really long time holding that conditioning without a real break. So because I think what Europa was like 4 weeks after this show,
You mean the Euro Pro coming up in
the
September?
Europe Pro, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I
September
would have had to
14th.
hold, I wouldn't have had much time. I would have had to hold that conditioning from Texas, and then I would have had to hold that conditioning going into the Olympia. Say I would have won. So I would.
I think that's Joe, Jose, not Joe.
Mm.
Jose,
Joe,
isn't that possible?
hell
If he
yeah.
if he's
He's
on
a
a roll,
No, I
bodybuilder.
didn't say it's not possible. I said I don't think my look would hold, especially as hard as I had to push to get down.
hmm,
Because
Your
I think
career
I'm
is
not one of those
changing.
guys that it's a walk in the park to get condition. I have to really push, really low food and stuff.
hmm,
And yeah, it's hard for me to hold for a really long time. I can hold it for probably a good like 6 weeks once I'm in shape, but after that, I think I'll start burning out.
I think that motivation by winning a show like this, the motivation that you go into the Olympia would give you another 4 weeks of motivation. You'll be.
No, I'm motivated to do whatever the hell. It's just what my body hold.
I see.
It's not, yeah, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Because I mean, I've seen bodybuilders get worse the longer they hold, and depending again how they like if for example if I did stay conditioned like the whole off season like not get to a really peak off season, yeah, I believe I could do it because I wouldn't have to drive so hard down. But if I've done a full-blown off season into a prep, then yeah, I don't think I would hold.
Yeah, I think it's easier. I think if the gap is 2, 3 months, that's harder because you're gonna literally your body's gonna go into a recovery mode, and then you're trying to wake it up again, and sometimes that's the hard part. But if it's like, back to back, kind of, I think that's, kind of like what Derek did from the Olympia to the Arnold. He was a little less. I mean, he was better conditioned at the Arnold than at the Olympia. But then 2 weeks later at the Pittsburgh Pro, he was a little less. So I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, but I also see what your goal is. Your goal is to improve and come back as a what happened to Milos? To come
He
back
left.
He's
as
looking for the picture of the flat chest. You know what you
as your goal is to come back as a complete bodybuilder next year. So I can see that. I would have loved to have you at the show in Europe for sure. That
Yeah, no, trust
fans
me, it
would have
did cross my
loved
mind,
you.
but there was nothing I could do about it at this point
Yeah. No,
because
no,
I
no.
didn't plan
I
for it.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the German fans would have fucking went nuts.
Yeah, yeah. Leo told me that. Leo's
Ah,
yeah,
they
he's
love
he
bodybuilders,
told the
man.
same
They
thing.
love, especially the new cats. They come out and literally fucking represent. Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, you can take
Yeah,
pictures for hours.
yeah.
But
In the
yeah,
very near future, I'll be showing my face everywhere.
there you go.
Well, like I said, we stepped off stage with a whole new perspective and idea of where I sit at in this sport, and yeah, I'm very confident in my abilities to do a lot of things now.
Jordan had a lot of respect for you, and I really liked that because he knew. Because I told him, I said, man, Joe was in your ass in Texas. He said, yeah, he was.
You,
He said he was.
you know what? Like Jordan has become a really good friend. I'm super happy and excited for him. It's one of those people that like who puts in the work and he reaped what he sowed. He got what he deserved because he
Yeah.
earned it.
Oh, he's awesome. He's
And
awesome.
yeah, man, and it's just he's a good ass dude too. Like, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Jordan. He pushes me to be better. That's my competition. That's the guy I lost to. So when I was on stage, when I feel tired and shit, I don't show it because I'm trying to beat that kind of guy, and I know he won't let up.
I
And
think
so
fans would love some collabs with you and Jordan training and stuff.
we're actually me and my training partner Paul. He's the guy that's always in my posts with me and stuff. Um, we're working on moving to Texas, so I'll be around Jordan all the time.
Mhm. Yeah.
Moving to the same area as him and everything within like this early next year.
Okay. What
So
made you move to Texas from California?
Well, we're working on moving there, but what I want to move there for is exactly that, like the camaraderie there. It's like when I would go to Destination Dallas, I've been there 3 different times, and every time I went there, it felt more and more like home. But like it felt like this generation of bodybuilders is a lot like the 90s. That camaraderie and the pushing each other and stuff and hanging out with each other and like it's very much like that now there. And I
Mhm.
want to be a part of that. That's what I loved about bodybuilding, watching and stuff growing up. So it's like shit, we can recreate that here. It's already starting. So I want to be a part of this shit. And just being around that atmosphere, like I'm already motivated. I've already gotten to this point because of that. But it's a different animal when you see other people going towards the same thing, and those are the guys you're going against. So just different drive.
Yeah.
I love that you said about camaraderie. I mean, look at now. Quentin is in Samson's house, and Jim Samson is helping him. Samson was inviting Regan Grimes to come there and train with him too. So
Mhm.
it's I love to see this kind of stuff, you know. But I'm gonna point out this. Oh, I was just gonna ask Jose a question, but then he disappeared.
No,
What's going on? I don't know. I don't know why I was disconnected.
first you, now Jose. What's
Yeah, but
going
I don't know
on?
why my
Yeah,
audio is on, everything is on.
Next
But
one,
I'm waiting to
next
go
one
out
is going to be
next.
me. Make sure you
Yeah,
continue.
I'll,
I'm,
ta-
yeah,
I'll take
but
over.
Joe, okay. Here's one point I'm just going to share with you. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, you guys are here. You said you can't keep your shape like for mo longer than 6 weeks, but you never really had to. I mean, you didn't have a show scheduled like that close. And I'm going to ask Jose. I'm going to ask Dennis. What is the most that you competed in one calendar year?
8.
8 shows, okay.
Mhm.
And there was throughout, yeah, like every
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, it was the Arnold and then the tour and the Olympia and the tour. It was even nine, nine.
Yeah, and I did 11 back in the day. So
Hmm.
what I want to say, Joe, right now you and Justin, right? You're making a plans, but you don't know how your body's gonna. You just assume you can do it. I turned pro 91. I did every show. 92 every show. So I did like 40 something shows in the first 3 years. Okay. It's in first 4 years. It's very, very possible. You're not the guy that, like I said, get off completely. You off season, you have a two cheat meals and you're at a striking distance. You don't have so much more size to build. Everything is there. Even your flat chest is there, right?
No, but that's why. Like, so for example, like my peak off season weight was 298 this last time, and I compete. I lost over 50 pounds for this show.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless you're like 20, maybe 30 max pounds above stage weight, like I was pushing to get back in shape. I pushed my off season. So you never really got that high above stage weight, right? Like you were always within like 20 pounds.
Yeah,
Less,
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
less
see,
than that.
it's different when you're a fat fuck getting ready for a show,
Yeah,
and then
but
you come in fucking peeled.
okay.
You'll want to stay closer to your
Yeah,
contest
so
weight.
if that was my plan to do multiple shows just like that, I wouldn't have pushed my off season so damn far. But
Yeah, I
because I
don't.
didn't plan that going in, I mean, there was no way I was going to be able to hold that. Or I mean, I could mentally, I could, but physically, my body would have burnt the hell out. I was already getting burnt out because we got ready. I was damn near ready like 3 weeks early already, and we were
No.
just kind of playing with carbs and kind of holding me there before I started doing what I was doing.
How long did you diet for the Tampa?
17 weeks.
17. And that's a long diet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Weider, Olympia Finals start now!
Okay, but you use the right term. You said fat fuck. Why would you allow to be a fat fuck?
because I put on 10 pounds of stage weight.
I know, but you don't think you could put the 10 pounds of stage weights without putting 60 pounds and then getting 50 off? You know?
I never did it.
Yeah.
Every year I've jumped up about 9 to 12 pounds of stage weight. So
I mean,
it's what I've
you did a
always
hell of a
done.
job, but getting to be a fat fuck also, can
I
contribute
never
to
lost
the.
my abs. When I say fat fuck, I
Okay,
never lost my abs.
Yeah,
okay.
but now you guys listen. Now you guys speak in bodybuilding terms.
Yeah, I know, I
we
know.
fat fucks still see one ab somewhere in the mirror on the
Yeah.
and we said I still got abs. No, you fat as hell.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
fat.
So
I had abs at 302 pounds, and
yeah, me too. But I was still
but I
fat.
was fat. I was fat as
Yeah.
fuck. I still
So
dropped 50
I
Yeah,
pounds
think
if
I
you
looking
think
in
shake a
shape.
little bit and those abs are like,
I think
it's not good.
Joe. I think if you would have stuck around 270 pounds, that would have been more than enough for you to add
Plenty.
10 quality pounds. You know what I mean? That's just,
Yeah.
and
And you
I
could
used to
probably train harder.
I used to do the same thing you do. I did that same thing, 50 pounds, blew up. I was 50 pounds heavier the week after the show. That was all possible. But if there's a lot of things where, when I look back, if people ask me, what would you change if you could? I would never do that again. To blow up after the show and just fucking eat and just, fill out the shirts. I would always do what Milos did and just stay close. It's close to striking range. It helps you with guest appearances.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler was also, he was always in decent shape. That's why he had a guest appearance every week. This is how you make your money as a pro. You do guest appearances, you fly, you do seminars, you do whatever, So that's what I would change. But I was like you, I'll go up to 300 pounds so quick and then on
I'm
stage.
a Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just do what I'm told. So when I'm told to keep pushing food,
Hmm.
I'm just I'm just gonna keep pushing food. And then when it's time to pull back, I pull back. I I've been doing this. Well, I've been working out forever, but I started taking bodybuilding serious by the time I was 23. I was natural until I was right before 27. So
Hmm.
I've been running cycles since I was 27. So for the last 4 years, and over the last 4 years, my job was to just get to open pro size, and I was always told to push food, push food, push food, and I've made those big jumps in the last 4 or 5 years, and now at this point, the plan is to stay leaner because I don't need to make those crazy jumps in mass and size overall,
Yeah.
and so everything that they're talking about, it's just in my career now at this point, I think that's the plan. But I think the way Justin approached it was to get me as big as possible so that I can get to this point, if that makes sense. So I don't have to be I'm not in the mindset or in the place now where I need to push for crazy
Yeah.
weight gain and all that. I can stay on the lower end of things.
Where are you right now, weight wise?
I was 264 on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, can you explain to the people that are listening what do you mean by push food? Like, you know, say numbers so that they have idea.
Well, when I say push food, so say my weight's 250 and my food's at like a cup and a half of rice per meal, and my weight starts falling out. Now it's 2 cups per meal, and I'll do that, and my weight will slowly go up half a pound a week, and then when it starts falling out, I'll add a little bit more. Whether it's let's add some fats to the meals, 15 grams in 3 meals, and I'll do that, and I'll see how my weight will climb slowly and slowly, and then when it starts falling out, I'll push more food,
Okay,
whether
but
it's carbs, fats.
that's carbs and fats, but your protein is always constant, right?
My protein is always
Yeah.
350 grams.
That's not much food when you think
Yeah,
about
I mean,
it.
so the highest my food got to was about 6,500 calories last off season. The off season before that, it actually got up to like 8,000 because my body, once I was 300 pounds and we're trying to hold it there, it required that much food for some reason. It just didn't require that much the second time around.
Okay.
But
Would you say you were 248 on stage?
pretty much, yeah. I was 248 in Tampa, 247 in Texas.
What look did you like better?
Texas.
You're just a little drier.
It's a little drier, yeah. A pound and a half difference.
You still look huge.
Yeah, and I didn't hardly carb up at all. I don't know, I don't remember if you were there or not. When we did that little gasp meeting with Michael and stuff where we
Yeah.
all got to talk. I only had like for that show, my carbs were only at like 250, 275 grams of carbs. So I wasn't full. I was really
For how
on the
many
lower
days?
end. It was back to back days. I didn't go past that.
Okay,
Like
so after Tampa, what did you do? Like you had a meal after the show, like you said.
so no, I didn't have no cheat meal after the show. I went home and I ate 8 ounces of chicken, 150 grams of rice, and went to bed.
Uh, and then Monday, Tuesday, I mean Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like what did you do? 250 carbs
I,
or less?
whatever it was, each meal was 150 grams of rice. So that's
Look,
a cup of rice.
37 grams.
that's
A
like
cup of rice.
yeah.
That's 37 grams per meal. How many meals you eat a day?
Six.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. So he basically cruised into Texas.
And then the whole time I was drinking a lot of water. So on the days so Monday through Thursday, I was drinking 7 liters of water. Friday, I drank 5 liters. And then the day of the show, I drank about 2.5, almost 3 liters on show day.
Are you a big cardio guy?
This year was the least amount that I ever did. I walked on a treadmill on incline of like 2.5 speed. And the most I got up to was an hour for maybe 2 weeks. But for the most of it, it was about 40 minutes the whole way through.
Okay. Oh,
But
by the way,
normally in the past, I've done 100 minutes of like stairs. That's how I got ready for USA's.
mm. By the way, today is Chris Cormier's 58th birthday. So let's say happy birthday to
Oh,
Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Happy
I,
birthday.
I have that with Chris about the leg training. So you want to improve your legs, right? What is your leg training now? Like how you strategically want to put some size on quads?
There's more volume, it's more moderate weight, and it's slower eccentrics with like I like to kind of pause on the squats so that I make sure I press through my sweeps and keep the tension there.
Hmm.
And the best way I can describe it is like when I do hack squats, because I'm only doing hack squats for my squats, and it's almost like doing a leg extension while I'm pressing. So
Uh-huh.
like the tension is sitting almost on my pinky toes at the bottom, and I'm pressing through that without lifting my heel, and I heavily engage the sweep of my quads.
Beautiful. That's that flex equipment in a Fit Nation, right? The yellow hack
Well,
squat.
it depends on where I go,
Very
but
good.
yes, I've done it
I
there.
love that one.
You'd really like the gym I've been going to is called Raw Iron Gym in Irvine. If you ever come down, we can always show you it. They have their hack squat has that little bend in it on the foot panel,
Uh-huh.
and you can put emphasis on your pressing through your toes without lifting your heel, and that has helped tremendously engage my sweep. So I've been using that in particular.
I pretty much tell people, be on the ball of your foot, and I tell
Mhm.
them to just lift up the heel just so that they don't touch it and don't use it. So I like to push from the ball of the foot. But I promise you this, try super slow concentrics on the hack squats too, not just as, I swear by
Oh
this.
yeah, I don't explode up. Sorry, I don't go super slow. I control it up. It's almost like I'm easing into a contraction.
Mhm.
Like so, it's like it's not
Like,
explosive.
because most of the people go slow eccentrics and then they explode concentrically. So,
Yeah, when I explode out of the bottom, I
mhm.
feel like the press goes almost everywhere through the leg, and I'm trying to
It
keep it
has to.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it specifically on that sweep. So, and I'll keep my hands like tapping that area or feeling it to make sure that tension is staying harsh there and not leaving. I feel what I'm touching. I'm very like in tune with my legs at this point,
Yeah.
but it took me to start training like that to enlighten the weight a little bit to keep that mind muscle connection. So I just do a little more volume instead of worrying about weight to get the most out of the quad. at this point.
Yeah,
Well,
Boston, Mass. Your
yo,
quads were crazy. Is this anything you would suggest to Joe? Like,
I loved squatting. I love like barbell squatting. It's as
my
heavy as
man.
you can with perfect form for high reps.
Yeah.
I never did a single like direct glute exercise where I see everyone doing that today.
Yeah.
And my ass was huge just from squatting, and I think it's the greatest exercise there is.
I think that for me, this is the best thing when I see guys doing fucking hip thrusts.
Yeah,
I've never done a kickback or any of that shit.
yeah.
I was like, what is
I'm lying. I've done a hip thrust. I just to do it. To like I'm a trainer too, right? Oh, I can see how these will build your ass.
Uh, I believe in squats, and I
Yeah.
know some people don't, but
Chris does. Chris don't
I
think
love
squats.
so I the only reason no one ever sees me under a barbell squat is because I mean if you guys look at my hammies and my glutes, they're very well developed, and that's all that I feel. I feel a little bit of quads. And
Uh,
so I just like the way, doesn't matter how light I go, my body likes to tilt forward. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Just boop. And then so I started doing Smith squats instead. And I was able to go real heavy on those. And my quads did come up, but however I did it, like most of my teardrop and adductor blew up, my glutes blew up, and my waist got bigger too, the heavier I would go. So I like doing hack squats because I don't feel my core break so hard. And that's why I stopped doing Smith squats. And then also, obviously, I'm trying to bring up my sweeps in particular, and everything takes over on the Smith squats.
yeah,
See, that proves Milos's point again. Because Milos is a squat advocate. He tells people the bread and butter is squats, and I agree.
I do too.
variations of squats, like hack
Yeah,
squats.
variations of squats, but let's just call it squats, just for
Oh,
the
yeah.
now. When you see someone like you, Joe, if we look at your physique, we say, okay, what's if we have to look for weakness? What is your weakness? I would say the size of the quads from the front. Now, in Mills' defense, he would say, "Now, see, I'm not surprised. You're not squatting."
No, he's doing hack squats. I mean, I approve. I approve with Joyce. He needs to bring more size to it. Still, he's a work in progress.
I just think I was going too heavy. Like the Fit Nations hack squat. I got up to 9 plates on that ass to grass. And it's just, I think when you go real heavy, that load's going to sit wherever your body genetically wants that load to sit, however your body wants to brace it. So unless you go a little bit lighter and feel that weight down and it's not too much, it's going to be too hard to build where you're actually trying to
Mm.
build up.
Okay.
I've
I'm gonna use myself as an example here, real quick. And I remember because you squat and then you don't squat for a while, and then you just you take it, you do more leg press for one show. And I remember, and then in 2001, I said to myself, let me squat again. I squatted front squats, regular squats, and I squatted all the way to the show. And that was the best year I had. My legs were the biggest, the fullest, and that was because of the squats. So, and then after that, you get away from squats a little bit. And the first thing that happens, especially if you get, not in your case, Philip, maybe because you're still young, when you get a little older, the first thing that wants to go is them legs. And if you stop squatting, them legs start to go.
Damn, Dennis, why don't you say this in front of Chris? All this time I need that support, and you're like nothing.
You
Nah,
know it. And you know that I squatted all the way to
I
the end of
know.
2001. I did a fucking photo shoot like a week out from the honor.
Yeah, with the six plates.
That was my best. That my legs were at their biggest from
With the six
squat.
plates, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shit. Chris Lund made us
In
do
my seven.
crazy shit.
Yeah, I Smith squatted all of that preparation for the Cal Pro in 2024, and my legs got all I did was hack squat for this off season into this show, and for me the hack squats brought out that sweep more than I ever have.
Mm.
I just think it's the way that the load sits on my legs when I open up in my hips. So with the hack squat, I can kind of like almost like not put too much stress on my knees as I come down without opening my hips too far. And I feel like that's the reason I'm able to get more out of the sweep on the hack. Because
Mm.
I don't get much of my adductors involved when I squat through the hip. So to stay upright on a with a bar on my back, my hips have to open and all that load sits on my adductors when I
Mm,
come out of the hole.
mm. Yeah. It looks like he's completely in tune with the movement and
Yeah,
using
I,
that muscle.
I could, you would never hear me talk like this. Okay,
Yeah, no, you know, it's like
I'm getting under the squat rack and I'm like, shit, I didn't even know my hip had something to do with this.
you know, from the beginning, people that have asked me about my back and stuff, my back development, I've always been able to feel my muscles work. From the very beginning, the only muscle that I had a hard time with was the sweeps of my quads, my shoulders, and my chest in the beginning. I actually got injuries in my shoulders from football and stuff, and I think that's what caused all that. But then I started doing more machines and figuring out how to actually feel my chest using machines, and that's where my chest got really big. But then with shoulders over time, I learned like full range of motion and how to actually like feel the side delts work and stuff as I'm contracting. So I guess got really good at feeling what I'm doing, so I can explain to you guys
Mm.
what I'm doing and what I'm feeling. From the very beginning, when I first started lifting weights, I was really good at finding my how to be in tune with my muscles.
Do you
Mm.
use more machines or barbells and dumbbells?
I hardly ever touch barbells and dumbbells.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
that's a Boston Mass main principle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
my like when it came to back, you'll never see me do a barbell or a row or a single arm dumbbell row. It's all
Deadlifts?
machines.
You deadlift?
I did deadlifts, not real deadlifts. I did RDLs. I never really did deadlifts. The most I ever did was 6 plates on a Smith machine
Wow.
for like 10 or 11 reps. But then once my waist started growing, I stopped doing them completely. But then also my back got better when I stopped doing them because I would do those on like my hammy days, and it would the next day would be it would be a back day, then hammy day. So my back would get like super beat up going into
Yeah.
those RDLs. So I actually just got better recovery by taking them out. But yeah, I wasn't really a deadlift guy for the most part. I did it for fun in the beginning until my waist started to get a little bigger. I was like, well,
I
fuck
didn't
these.
notice any bit of like distension. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
you
get
just have
distension. I just
white
get bigger
man hips.
obliques. My obliques come out more and more. So for this off season, this past one, in the middle of it, I told my training partner, I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna stop training fucking abs because I completely stopped training abs and my obliques came in. They stopped growing and they actually atrophied a little bit. And then I also didn't
Well,
do any like standing movements for back. So like everything was chest supported so that my core wouldn't engage too much. Same with the Smith squats. I stopped doing Smith squats and I started doing more moderate weighted hack squats the way I'm explaining. And it helped my core a lot. That's why I came in a little bit.
wow.
Yeah. Do you use the belt?
I did during the prep, and I would put it really fucking tight. But
Yeah.
I didn't all off season because normally I didn't. I was under the impression that the more you wear your belt, the more your lower back's going to start weakening because you actually use the muscles. You don't allow them to contract properly.
Mm.
So I used it for prep only, and I would make it super tight.
Yeah. I swear by the belt. And you make it tight and you keep your waist in and abs tight, stomach flat at all times. I mean, it's not going to weaken, it's going to protect it, but it's going to keep you conscious, here always. Let's talk about Jose. Why the waist goes out in all these powerlifters, deadlifts, bend over rows, dumbbell rows. I mean, still, you lean forward, your stomach is already out, and you go super heavy weight, it has to. Stomach just has to go out. There's no way you're gonna keep it, glued to the spine when you're doing a bend over rows or dumbbell rows, right?
Yeah.
It's just normal that it's gonna go out. So I'm all for machines with supported, you put your chest on, T-bar rows or any machine. Uh, Especially now, look at Keon. I watch Keon's training and he does all this one arm shit, and it's like, this is such a fucking sissy exercise. And I was like, you know what I mean? But then
Yeah.
I look at his back, like, holy shit. Same thing with Regan. He does that one arm, and I'm all against it because that's not hardcore, right? But
Yeah.
then look at their backs. I said, oh.
Funny
So
that
I changed my mind on that one.
funny that you bring up Keon. He just literally texted me and picked new updates.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be
Keon,
getting
It's
them.
like,
come
Crazy.
on, come on, show us, show us.
no,
Show
I wouldn't
us.
do that. I wouldn't do that to him. Send him to me.
Hey, but
Fucking kid, man.
he looks crazy. The yesterday's, as a matter of fact, on yesterday's Instagram, I said that he should not be allowed to enter 212. We should sign a petition not to let him compete at 212, or
Yeah, man.
convince authorities to let him enter both. Speaking of that, why not both? I mean, Mr.
Okay,
Olympia is, by
spoke about that.
definition, best bodybuilder in the world.
We
He's
talked
212
about it.
bodybuilder. He just competed yesterday. Why not today too?
We did talk about it.
I know. So I'm opening a can of worms again.
No, 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 no. We're gonna leave that can.
All right. All right.
We're gonna keep that can closed and sealed. It's not us. It's not us. Okay, so it's all good. I feel you. I think the same. I mean, if you qualify for both, you should be able to compete at both. But it's not up to us. Okay, and yeah, I'm all I'm saying is he looks fucking ridiculous, and he doesn't have any competition in the show.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Where do you think you would place
Who?
in the open, Keon?
Honestly, I think he places highest fourth right now.
What do you think, Milos?
I think he has a shot of winning. And like I said, like Joe said, first, second, third, fourth. I mean, top five is going to be off the chart. So you were not here last week, Jose. I say about Carrot. Carrot looked crazy in the show
Yeah.
next to Joe, but he was out muscled.
Yeah,
And I
but now you're saying that Keon has a shot at winning.
yeah. So that's why I was saying, and as soon as I mentioned to you, you shut me, straight up, because I said that when Carrot looked perfect on his own, but next to the big guys, now you see the size discrepancy. Okay, so we love Keon's physique, but I don't know if what is going to translate when he stand next to Samson and fucking and
Realistically,
Schmack and you know.
yeah. So realistically, where would you see him, knowing that there's this bigger guys? Where do you? I mean,
I kind of agree with Joe about four.
bigger guys,
Yeah.
because he creates an illusion like no other on stage. I think that he will fare very well with Hadi, with Derek, with
Yeah.
Martin. Very, very, very well. And I think he can. I think he can knock him off.
He can be super competitive.
Yeah,
Listen,
I think he can knock him off and compete and be more conditioned than possibly Samson.
He's rounder. He's got prettier shape. I think he could win.
he can win. Yeah, that's what Jose said right away. But listen, 2022, when Derek made Olympia debut in Open, we didn't know where to put him. He was going against Big Ramy, two times champ, and Samson and Nick,
Mhm.
Brandon. We didn't know what to even expect from Derek, and then he shocked us all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So, but he is not 210 kind of guy. He was already 230 plus when he stepped on the stage.
And
yeah,
then Keon has he's incredible. It's beautiful what you're looking at. But that's that those first three guys, the muscle maturity they have, that level of detail they have, I think it's going to be hard for him to get anywhere past third with these guys that have had all that new tissue because he's still building up. And when you're building up, it's you're not gonna have that same kind of like detailed look to your muscle compared to someone who's had it, in
He
my opinion.
last year. Oh
I'm
my
telling
God.
you, he has more striations in the updates just now in his chest than he ever had.
Ever? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're looking at something current. I'm going based
I'm
on what
looking at
I've
something
seen.
that was just sent to me. He sent it to me like literally 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, since we're at that point, I'd like to say you too can unlock your full potential with the cutting edge lineup from high tech pharmaceuticals. All you have to do is just follow them on IG and Facebook. Visit High Tech Pharma for a deep dive into their science backed formulas that will power your performance, strength, and also bring you some of the best results.
Fuel your grind with the science of results. High-tech pharmaceuticals brings power, performance, and precision to every product. Elevate your fitness. Visit hightechpharma.com today. Backed by science. Built for strength.
And he has a crazy
Right
calves,
now,
crazy hamstrings.
right
There's
now,
no doubt in my mind he could win at all. Like
he
zero
looks
doubt in my
like
mind. But
he can be stage ready in 2 weeks.
I fucking hope he wins when the first time he enters.
Well,
He's a good dude.
212, I don't think he has competition. I think the 212 will be interesting this year because I think it's going to be really hard for Sean Clarita to keep his spot. I think it's going to be hard for him to keep away guys like the one who just won Texas, the guy from Turkey.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Sean's entering in his mid 40s now almost.
Yeah.
He's
I think it's going to be
43,
hard for him to keep
44.
his spot.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe, what did you think of Carrot in Texas?
Yeah, and Carrot too.
So Carrot, that's one of those guys that it was interesting because that was the first time I ever saw him in person. But seeing him online, like next to like the other guys, I'm like, damn, this guy's fucking huge. But then when I saw him not flexed or anything, just chilling, you could really see what he actually looks like size wise. Like, and he's big for his height. But I mean, me standing next to him, like I know I'm not small, but I was like, damn, I am that much bigger than him. But
But
he looks big next to all the other guys his height. Like he
right.
looks huge.
But I remember when there was only one category, and I remember when there was people beating guys 50, 60 pounds heavier.
Jose.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I don't buy this. Oh, he's small. Yes, he's small, smaller. But if he's
Sure.
complete, I think, and especially Keon, because Keon creates an illusion he looks like he's 30 pounds more than he really is. I still can't believe that he's less than 200 fucking pounds on stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those
crazy.
updates, he's probably 218 or something.
Yeah.
How
Did
tall
he
is
say what he
Keon?
weighs
Like
there?
5'3"?
Who?
Oh,
How tall is Keon?
5'5", 5'5" and a half?
5'5"?
I
Yeah.
think 5'5" or
He's the
5.
same height as Derek and,
Let me ask
Oh,
you.
is he?
yeah,
I've met
Derek
him.
and
I just can't
Hadi.
remember. I can't remember his height.
He's a couple inches taller than me. And I'm 5'3" and 3 and
Honestly,
a
I
half.
think it's one of those things like his insertions, the way his muscle bellies are, like,
Perfect.
yeah, they're absolutely perfect. The size of his waist, how his quads sweep.
And he's not small. I mean, a 21-inch arm is not small. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Turn that
No,
phone.
no, he's not
Turn that
small.
phone to the camera.
No, I'm going to send him a picture of us doing the podcast.
Ask him for permission to show the
Hey, tell
picture.
him I'm going to be in Vegas on Friday. My wife has family out there, so we're going to go
You're
visit.
coming? Oh, by the way, Friday I have a hip surgery.
Oh, this Friday?
Oh, nice.
Friday, yeah. I was going to ask you, Jose, because you had so next day you were walking
Yeah, they make you get up right away.
Same
As
day.
soon as you wake up from surgery,
and
they'll say, all right, let's get up. They'll get you a walker.
yeah, I already got the walker actually.
Yeah,
But
you have to get
how
it
do you go up the
moving.
stairs?
With that,
How do you go up the stairs?
one at a time, carefully.
One step at a time.
Yeah,
He's 5'5", by the way. He just texted me back.
yeah. I
Yeah,
told you.
High five.
Ask him for permission to glance just like 2 seconds.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought-
give us a quick show.
Yeah,
Give me
go right on.
just a quickie.
Yeah, that's a quickie.
Milos, you're gonna feel so good, like right away. you'll notice that pain is gone. The only thing that hurts for a little bit is the incision.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you probably nobody ever heard for this. This is new medication, Journavax. It's
What?
new pain medication that replaces
Benadryl.
opiates. It is suzetrigine tablet.
I don't know what that is. But talking about
Nobody has ever heard. Even pharmacists didn't know how to explain me. Like, okay.
medication, I just received my package from Titan Medical. Shout out to Titan Medical in Florida.
Hmm.
Oh, because I want to get on peptides, BPC 157, TB 500,
Mhm.
copper, which is supposed to be good for the skin and collagen rebuild, and glutathione. You know,
Have you started it yet?
no, because I got to go to Germany. I got some family emergency, so I don't want to start now and then leave and then come back in a month. So I want to wait till I get back. But I'll
You
start
take a video,
immediately.
man. What the hell?
Huh?
Take a video.
I know, but if it's mixed, you have to keep it cool. And I don't know if I'm traveling and if the flight's delayed, if there's something going on, then my shit's bad. So I think I'll just wait
I
till I
don't
get.
wait for nothing. The second I got something, I take it.
It's the
That's like
junkie in you.
he was that kid on Christmas that didn't
Oh,
wait.
I
Just
was
like,
thinking about it. I was thinking about taking it with me because, if I get a little small cooler, so I'll keep it cool because it's prescription, so has my name on it and everything. And then I want to use it. I used it one time. I used BPC 157 and TP 500 when I had my biceps tendon surgery. When my biceps tendon was about
Hey,
two hours away from tearing because it was hanging off a thread. He said he's gonna disconnect it up here and he's gonna connect it in my armpit. He said while I'm in there, I'm looking at your shoulder, and he saw that I had labrum tears, and he put two anchors in. I didn't even feel that. And he told me back then, I said, I'm gonna be out for 3 months training, and then slowly get used to it again. I used the BPC 157 and the TP 500. 9 weeks later, I'm in the gym training.
yeah. We all did.
Wow.
Jose, do you know how Dennis almost tore his bicep?
Ah,
Tell it.
how'd you do it?
You wipe my ass.
Really?
bro, it'd be like
Yeah, that motion.
That
Did you see
move.
what? Did you see what it used to look like?
It happened. It happened. No. It wasn't. I wasn't even like that. It was 2018. It happened in Germany. In Germany. So here at home, this would never happened because I got Japanese fucking toilets.
Bidet.
I flush my ass. I don't wipe my ass. Okay. So I'm out of shape when it comes to wiping ass because I'm not used to it. I never understood anyways how you can wipe your ass with dry toilet paper. So you go just rub that shit right into your ass. Anyway, so I'm in Germany. I'm in Germany, Jose. It's the funniest shit ever. I'm trying to wipe my ass, and I didn't even know. Damn, I reach back, and as I reach back, and I'm trying to get, all of a sudden, I felt like almost like I get electrocuted.
Oh,
Ah,
And it was like, ow, and it was instantly sore. And I was like, what the fuck was that? It didn't, nothing. I mean, everything was there. So I didn't think it was a tear. So it was literally 2 days before the FIBO started. Now, keep in mind, I'll go to the FIBO. It's still sore, but I'm thinking I'm good. And now you have these
did it
lines.
bleed? Did you black and
No,
blue?
no. So now you have these lines, and the people can come take pictures. And when they walk up to you, take pictures, the first thing you do, take the hand. Ow,
Yeah.
every time. Ow, every time. After like a day, I couldn't take it no more. I did the last day, I left. I came back home. I went to my physical therapist, and he said, man, you should get an MRI done. Did the MRI, and he showed it to me. He said, it's literally, he said, we should do surgery right now. I said, I have to go to Mexico. I got to MC the show in Mexico. He said, don't move. Try not to move because this thing is about to just go. And if it pops, he said, I'm gonna have to cut you open and find it.
Oh man.
So I was basically in Mexico, not moving one arm, came back and did surgery. Yeah.
Was there one more thing before I forget? When did you start training legs after the hip surgery?
Oh, within a month.
Month.
Yeah, light. I'd use the squat machine. The one thing I couldn't do for a while was leg presses. It's weird because you're in such a fixed motion. But I could squat. I could deadlift. I could do everything.
Yeah, Milo's not doing that
I
anyways.
refuse to do the leg press to the rest of my life.
That's what I do. When I train legs, like today's my leg day, supersets, like a fucking champ. Leg extension, leg curls, back and forth.
Yeah.
That's
There
it.
we go.
Those are
Whole
good.
workout.
Body weight lunges to finish it off. There you go.
No, no, lunge. Yeah, sometimes I do lunges, but nah. You know,
I'll be
you
like I'll be like Rich Piana and just train the fuck out of my calves.
Do you?
What was
Yeah,
that?
you know who? John Meadows. He used to do the calves every single workout. You know,
Really?
and he blasted his calf. You know, calves are usually a genetic thing. You
yeah.
know, you have it or you don't. And those that the people that don't, you usually don't really get them unless they injected all this shit. But he's one of them that made him. Like, oh, I like to throw it in. And then you said, Joe, that you didn't do the abs before. I mean, I I was
I've always done abs until this last off season.
yeah,
So I feel like I developed them. That's why they're kind of a little on the deeper end now. But after a while, I was like, man, I think if I do any more, my waist is just going to be done.
really. That's what Regan thinks. If he trains abs every day, he's gonna make it thicker. I
I
said,
mean, I told my training partner because he was the one who pushed me to do it because I used to just do body weight stuff.
yeah,
Because I always trained them, I always did, but it was only body weight. Because I do need to add some actual weight to the abs, and they did get deeper. They did get thicker on the like on my side shots, but the depth of them, but it came at the price of my obliques growing along with them.
yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Honestly, fuck it. If I lose a little bit of abs, cool. If like I digress in that area, it's not my weakest thing, so I'm willing to take that chance. And then my obliques kind of shrunk down and my abs stayed with the same depth. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing abs no more. I'm done.
Let me ask Jose, because you're an expert. How can you possibly grow the waist on the hanging leg raises?
How can you grow the waist?
Yeah, like how can your waist get bigger on
I
the
don't I don't think it does. I think, heavy deadlifts, rows, stuff like that may add to it. But
yeah. I don't
I,
think
I never stopped anything. I trained abs all the way through.
Mhm.
Any bit of distension I got was just from laziness. Like Joe said earlier, you can't grow that at an absolutely crazy rate without growing your stomach a little bit.
Hmm.
But I continued to deadlift, squat, do everything. People called me bubble gut too for a reason. So maybe it did grow too much.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
I had good control. I could always do a vacuum, and it's like anything. When you grow to a rate that is beyond even close to normal, when you come out of a pose, you're transitioning, it might slip, and I got called on it a couple times, but for the most part, I always kept it under control.
Yeah, Joe, you did a great job posing. Yeah,
You did.
yeah.
Thank you. We the one thing that I've from the very beginning when I first started competing, around 8 to 10 weeks out, depending on if I was going to change some like I'll try to do new transitions or something or try something new would be about that time frame. I'll start off with 2 rounds, and each week I'm building up with rounds and holds. It'll start off with like a round and then a 5 second hold, and then it'll go to 2 rounds with a 10 second hold, and then I'm like at the end of the prep, I'm doing 5 rounds, where it's 3 holding rounds with two like stage presentation rounds where there's no time frame. I'm just holding them for like a maybe 3 second count and transition to the next one. So we're posing at the end for like 25, 30 minutes after training. So I'm exhausted trying to pose like that. And it's a bitch after a leg day, but that's why I feel like I can hold my poise and not get so burnt out. And when they posed us at Tampa or at Texas, I was fucking ready for that. And I was still kind of tired, but I was like, damn, like I know that a lot of people don't pose the way I just did getting ready for this shit. So I was able to just go right back into a front relax, like every time they needed us to reset. And I was looking at like Quentin and Jordan, like, I think I actually outworked these motherfuckers getting ready for this shit.
I was watching Jordan and Justin Wyatt posing in Texas in the posing room, and they were doing 20-second holds every pose, and they would just
Yeah,
count
that's
it out for
wild.
each other. They were
The-
soaked. That posing room
yeah,
was so hot.
yeah. So with us, there was a posing room towards the end of our prep for like the last 2 weeks. And when we would close the door, it's like the oxygen would just fucking stay out there.
Yeah.
Just like fucking melting, dying, like heavy breathing after your round. Like, fuck. And I told Paul too, I was like, this is why we're gonna fucking win. I was like, everybody wants to fucking breathe, and we're not breathing.
Yeah.
That's
It
exactly
paid
what
off.
you got to do to win. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's predict something here real quick before we finish. We have Italy coming up in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then Germany in 4 weeks. So we have so far we know that Sergio is competing, Quentin is competing, Tim Budis is competing, um, Amir is competing.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he's definitely competing. Matthias Holweg, the other German guy that placed good a couple of shows was it this year, early this year, or last year? Last year. And there's
What
probably
about Regan?
no, Regan is already qualified.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Regan qualified like super early, I think, right after the Olympia, didn't he?
Didn't he go to Italy?
Yeah, but I don't know this. I'm just saying. I have a feeling he's not going to do those shows, but the other shows that qualify you for next year, he's going to probably do some of those before the Olympia. You know,
Mm.
because he's ahead of schedule, and that usually means something.
Yeah.
He's supposed to come watch the UFC with me, but he missed time at this weekend. Yeah, I think Regan would like to get the early qualification, so he might go those. There's two more shows like France.
France is it's a week after Germany.
Oh, by the way, there is a Polish
Yep.
show
Also,
for the
yeah.
first time.
Then there's Romania. There's Romania.
Wow. Those are not qualifiers for this year, though, right?
Oh, the
No, no.
Romania show is actually end of
Mid-November always. It's always mid-November.
well, there's another Romania show August 31st, but that's not open bodybuilding. I guess that's just women bodybuilding.
But Joe, get your passport now. I'm dead serious. I
No,
mean,
I will. I promise you guys I'm going to.
Okay, hey,
because
listen, we won't prove. We won't
Yeah.
prove.
I'll send you a screenshot of a
Post it
picture.
on
We
Instagram.
need we need some yeah.
Vacation,
you're going to be blown away how audience in Europe is going to accept you. You're going to be blown away. Yeah, you're going to love it, especially if
I
you go
used
to
to,
FIBO.
yeah, I really want to go to FIBO. I used to train an Indian guy. He came to visit, and he really wanted to be trained by me. And he would look at me and was like, "Man, I need to take you to India with me. They'll treat you like a
Uh,
king, like royalty."
you
I was
should
like,
He
"Hey,
try.
will.
man, let's
They
go."
went nuts for Jay Cutler.
Dude, they go
Nuts.
nuts when I go into 7-Eleven. They're like, "Hey, man, you have a nice body." It's like, they'll fucking touch you and shit. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Okay, what the fuck?"
Yeah. One year at
Yeah.
the Cheru Classic, we were backstage and we heard the place erupt like there was a fight or something. We thought Kai and Phil were fighting. So we all ran out to see what was going on. And it was just Jay making a speech at the podium. He wasn't even competing. And they went nuts.
It's Jay.
So the last qualifier for this year is the Europe in September 14th. Then the week,
It's you, right? Your show.
yes, then 2 weeks later is the Tsunami Pro in France. And then a week after that, no, the 2 weeks after is the Olympia. And then literally the week after the Olympia, there's the Hurricane Pro in, I guess, in Florida. And the same weekend is also the British Grand Prix,
Wow.
all for next year. And then also the same weekend is how do you have three shows the same weekend? in Mexico. It's a pro-am. Is
Oh,
that
shit, yeah, there is
men's
a Mexico
bodybuilding?
show.
There's a Mexico show, yeah. So October 18th, there's the British Grand Prix. There's the Far Lap Mexico and the Hurricane Pro. That doesn't make sense though.
Is Hurricane Pro Masters or Open?
I don't know. It's just I just clicked on main bodybuilding. So it could be that this is just the Masters. It could be, yeah. It doesn't say here, so
Oh, well, yeah.
it doesn't say. And then we have the Poland, November 1, November 1st and 2nd. Then the Romania, November 8th and 9th.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then, okay, that's also Masters. Yeah, so
It's
there.
Prague show for sure. Prague, right?
And then the Big Man Open, also November 30th and the 31st. And Japan, November 24th.
And how about Prague, the one that Bamstad did last year? That has to be there.
I don't see Prague. Oh, here,
Oh,
Prague, October 26th.
did you guys see that Chris is having another baby?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy. I didn't see that
nice.
coming.
I mean, he doesn't have to worry about it. He can make 10 babies, you know?
Yeah.
He's got them all covered.
I
You know?
think
That
he's
was
going
cool
to
to
come
see.
back. Listen, I think he's going to come back.
I don't think so. Say he doesn't need to.
That, yeah, I was like, now he has a second kid? I don't know.
Doesn't need to, but
He don't blow all his bullets.
Yeah, he's done.
he came awfully close to beat Martin, fourth at Olympia 2 weeks earlier,
Yeah, so
or whatever weeks earlier.
I don't.
But the thing with Chris was it was always a health thing. That's why he stayed in Classic, right? So
Yes. That's why
especially
I'm
if his
saying
family now he has family, I don't see him
I
wanting
don't
to push
see
anything
him
anymore.
risking this with the kids and everything. No, I don't see it happening. Would it? Could it? Yeah, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
He
So
doesn't.
Great.
you wanted us to predict those shows with the guys that you read: Quinton, Sergio, Budesham, Amir. You wanted us to predict who's going to win?
Yeah, just give me the winner.
Quinton. Quinton is not.
Yeah,
good.
Quentin's gonna win. I truly
You
think.
don't think Sergio is a threat?
He is a
I
threat.
do, but
He
it's
is.
just one of the consistency things. Like he hasn't come in right the last three shows, right? And
No.
I Sergio.
He was
He's always came in a little too
good at the
watery now
finals
the
in
last two,
Germany.
three shows.
He
Oh
was,
yeah.
he was pretty good at the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I just think with Samson and stuff and what in Clinton's corner and Quentin honestly like arguably could have won if he came in just a tiny bit crisper, like for Tampa, in my opinion.
But this is
Um,
what we talked about earlier, and this is what you said that when your body won't respond. How do we know his body is going to respond?
that's true.
If you don't have the experience or someone with the experience to guide you. Now, this is a hard part to do. I mean, you travel, you somewhere, of course, yeah, you can train and everything is perfect, but your body has to peak, you know?
yeah, but listen, just think of excitement. He's there training with Samson every single day in his house, eating right, posing right. I think his body is now is going to be in the
He's
next.
the favorite, of course, but I still believe that Sergio has.
Oh yeah, Sergio is a
And
threat.
I saw some pictures, Sergio looking good. I mean, he has what it takes. He has the
Yeah.
size to stand next to Quentin. He even has the height. He has the same height.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking like on paper who should win, I think Sergio should win. But
Yeah, I mean,
I just think Quentin has a lot going for him right now, and a lot of people that want to help him. So I don't think he's really. Yes, he's coaching himself, but I think he has a lot of like assistance going into this one. Like they're gonna make sure he comes in right, kind of thing.
I think it would take an all-time best Sergio to beat Quentin.
mm,
All-time best.
I agree.
So I mean, I think Quentin is incredible. I think if he nails it, everyone's in trouble.
yeah.
The only reason I beat Quentin in Texas, I believe, is because I came in a little bit tighter, and Quentin actually came in a little bit softer. Because I remember seeing him backstage, and I went back to my training partner who competed with me. I was like, I'm going to beat Quentin today. Like, I don't know about Jordan. I'm gonna try, but I think I can edge Quentin out today. And I was right.
So
And
you didn't get
that was that gluten hammy area that I saw. There was a big difference from what I saw in Tampa and
Oh,
Texas.
you think he looked better in Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he
I mean,
looked.
remember, I saw him in person, but I know what it looks like on camera because even I was like, shit, I know what I saw in person.
No, on camera,
But
it looked like he was better when he came out for prejudging, but he started to fade again towards the end, and this is what killed him. But he
yeah,
looked better. He looked improved from Tampa, and I'm looking at the screen, so I can only you saw him in person, so you would know.
yeah, I think he was a little softer from the back,
Hmm.
especially in the lower side of things, from what I saw in person. Because I'll never forget. Like we were right there pumping up, and I saw that glute area, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I have a chance to edge him out today because I knew I came in tighter.
Funny, funny how bodybuilders are. When you backstage, you try to be all cold about not looking at nobody.
Yeah,
Soon as they turn around, you're looking at the ass to see if it's.
yeah.
everybody's looking at everybody.
Hey, those lines are a little legs deep today,
We would look at
motherfucker.
the weirdest fucking spots on the other guy to see if it's.
I wouldn't say that on just any platform. That I was just looking at this guy's ass. Fuck.
That is awesome.
Uh,
Brother, man, I appreciate you making the time for us, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys, man. I
Awesome to
mean,
have you
Milos,
on.
I don't think you're hating on me. I have the top
No,
three back. Fuck it. I'll take
listen,
it.
Joe, I love you, of course. Listen, I just can't put you as the best back double biceps yet. You are a work in progress.
Can we all
Always.
agree? But can we all agree that he's one of the best?
Oh, yes, for sure, for sure.
Okay,
Hey,
can
I'll
we go with
take it.
that? Joe, you're one of the best back double biceps in the fucking game right now.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited
Thank you.
for you, Joe. I'm excited to see you succeed and be on Olympia stage next year. By all
Mm.
means, I mean you have a full support. I just when I said, and I really mean it, I couldn't find your Instagram. I was going to look for because it's not Joe Palacios. It's like God knows what.
Joe
So
the machine.
Joe the Machine.
well, I couldn't to find that one picture with the flat chest.
It doesn't exist.
You would have
No,
to
okay,
send you one from 2020.
because really,
Yeah,
on the stage, I mean, that chest was going from here around Jesus Christ. You know,
yeah.
I
Thank
think
you.
you won both side and both back shots, which then that's already 4 out of 8. You know what I mean? So yeah, you push Jordan, not in his ass.
Yeah, let's stay away from that. Yeah.
All right.
No, I
This
really
is
appreciated being
it's
on,
just the
guys. Thank you for
same.
the opportunity. Thank you so much. I'd love to be on
Anytime,
again
brother.
sometime.
Anytime, champ. We're looking
Yeah.
forward to having you back one day. All right. You
Yes,
guys,
sir. Thank
I'll
you.
say, Milos, you guys be safe.
All right.
Bye,
See you
guys.
guys.